Quran Unfolded.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم حاميم تنزيل من الرحمن الرحيم كتاب فصلت آياته قرآنا عربيا لقوم يعلمون
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome again to the signs of the Day of Judgment. We have with us again Dr. Al-Habash.
So maybe what's happening now is a kind of some of the signs that telling us that the last hour is going to happen. Those people who are fighting and they're standing regardless of what's happening to them, and there are people who are having differences with them or disagreeing with them. There are people who are betraying them, and in fact almost the whole world is betraying them. So it is pointing to those people.
No.
When the Prophet ﷺ making even further that Asqalan, mention of Asqalan, which is very close to Gaza.
So it says those things you said about betraying them, that's all hadith?
Yes, that's all
Okay.
hadith. Yeah. And the Ribat Asqalan is another hadith. Yeah. So we can say it could be some of the signs of the close to the last hour, what's happening in Palestine, the killing and the standing against the enemies, sacrificing lives. They don't know why they are killed. The killers, they don't know what they are achieving by this killing. And the closeness of Asqalan, or being part of Asqalan and around Jerusalem. Now we come back to Al-Mahdi.
Yes, forgot about
Because
that.
there are many of these signs that leading in some way or another to make it more accurate, our estimation. So Al-Mahdi became the caliph. Perhaps he will unite the Muslim countries around the Arabia, Persia and Sham and Rome, and have his quarter in Jerusalem. However, before having the headquarters of Jerusalem, he has to conquer the Jews who are occupying Jerusalem. However, before that, there is another battle with the Rome, with the Roman. We mentioned that the great battle is between the Muslim and the Roman. Roman, you can say the West.
Is this what people refer to sometimes as possibly a third world war or something like that? I mean, you get a lot of people saying that. I mean, if it's between the Muslims and...
Apparently, it is maybe a sequence stemming from the Third World War. Because the way it's describing the battles, it is not using nuclear power or rockets or airplanes. They are talking about using swords and killings and so on. And people are confronting each other, and they are gathering under different flags and coming to Sham area.
So is this when possibly like the oil has run out or something, and there's no... Why are people using swords and...
Yeah, it could be a world war happening, destroying this civilization. And out of that, people will be fighting with normal, some weapon before the civilization. I mean. So it could happen like that. So Mahdi, the major achievement that he will conquer the West, and that will be in Sham, and he will be the leader of the believers, of the Muslims. His headquarters will be in Damascus, in an area called Ghouta.
Syria.
In Syria, yes. In Ghouta. Ghouta is a suburb of Damascus. So he will have his, they call it fustat. Normally fustat is a tent. They make it for the commander of the army.
Yes.
So his fustat will be in Ghouta. in Sham. And he will conquer the West in that battle. And the West, in fact, is just my own translation of it. It is the Rome. The Rome could be the Western Rome, or could be the Eastern Rome, the Eastern Constantinople. Now, in this battle, the Muslims finished the battle. They are victorious, and they started collecting the booties. During this time, they heard somebody coming, crying, Dajjal appeared in the east. So they stopped collecting anything, and they made a kind of a group of people to discover what is the situation with Dajjal. So they went there to the east. They came back. There is no Dajjal. So after this battle, Al-Mahdi ordered the troops to go to Constantinople. Now, Constantinople is talking about being conquered during the time of Mahdi. Constantinople, we know it is Turkey. It is Muslim. It's Istanbul now.
Yes.
So Istanbul how is it going to be conquered again? If we go to the history, Constantinople was conquered in the First World War. In 1918, was captured by the Allies forces.
By who?
They call them the Allies.
Okay.
The Allies, France,
Yes.
Britain, Italy, and other countries. So these defeated the Ottoman Empire at that time, and they captured Istanbul. They captured it for 5 years, from 1918 to 1923. Then after that, it was returned back to Turkey. Now it's not Ottoman Empire. And that was according to the Lausanne Agreement. So there was Lausanne Agreement.
Okay.
So they defined the borders of Turkey, took most of the other states under the Ottoman empires, and they made them different states, different countries.
Was there a battle for that to happen? How come they gave it up? They conquered it, then gave it up?
It's not. It wasn't a battle in that one. Even the conquest of Constantinople, that is done by the Mahdi, or during the time of Mahdi, it will not be through fighting. So there will be no fighting. Apparently, he managed to conquer the major forces of the West, so he can just march into Constantinople and get it back. So apparently, before that, there could be some other wars when Constantinople or Istanbul will be captured again from Turkey. So this is not mentioned in Hadith, but this is how can we interpret that one. That the Mahdi time, Constantinople will be restored back. So definitely before that, it will be captured by some other forces who are fighting against the Muslim. Then the Mahdi will come back to liberate it again. So after the conquest of Constantinople, almost the mission of the Mahdi is going fine. He defeated the West. He restored Constantinople. At that time, Dajjal, real Dajjal, not just rumors, but Dajjal appeared in the east. Now, they are going to prepare themselves to fight Dajjal. They came back to Ghouta, to Damascus. And at that time, Isa alayhi salam came down. And he came down and he went to Mahdi. He found him leading the prayer of the troops. So Mahdi asked him.
What a beautiful time.
Yeah.
I don't think we lived through that, but anyway.
So Mahdi asked him to lead the prayer. He said, no, you are the leader of the prayer. So then Isa alayhi salam, Jesus alayhi salam, he joined the prayer behind al-Mahdi. Now what happened after that, when Jerusalem will move to become the headquarter of Khilafah, it could be some other battles that will happen. I mean, the West is being defeated, Constantinople is being restored, so definitely something will happen. So the main mission of Isa alayhi salam was to confront Dajjal. So Dajjal, with his troops, came into Palestine, and the hadith said that he will be accompanied by 70,000 Jews from Isfahan, which is in Iran, Persia, and they come into Jerusalem. So the battle, so we just make shortcut that the battle will happen between Dajjal and Isa alayhi salam.
No.
And Isa alayhi salam killed Dajjal. So Dajjal is finished.
So Mahdi is still alive at this time as well.
Mahdi is still alive, but he's not the one who killed Dajjal.
Yes.
Now still the Jews who came with him still there. So the hadith that is telling that you will fight the Jews and you will destroy them to the extent that they will be hiding behind trees and behind rocks. However, that will not avail them. It could be those remaining Jews who came with Dajjal.
No.
So Dajjal is finished, and the battle continues with the Jews with him. So this is some minor signs, but mixed with major signs. Dajjal is a major sign. Isa alayhi salam is a major sign.
And Mahdi is minor
Mahdi
going
is,
into the major.
Yeah, Mahdi, because there are many people who claimed Mahdi.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So the real Mahdi is still in the border.
Yes.
Close to the major signs, but because it was repeating, so it is considered as minor signs. Now, during the time of Mahdi, it says that the earth was dominated by injustice. If we think about our situation now, it is total injustice. Things relevant to our situation now, coming in hadith, that lies will be spreading everywhere. And this is what we hear. I mean, nobody can believe news because 99% lies and 1% truth. People will believe in the liar and will not believe in the truthful.
No.
They will trust the cheater and will not trust the honest. So everything is just going upside down. However, with the Mahdi, all that will change. And people will live in harmony, will live in very good time. Unfortunately, he doesn't live that long. He died. So who will continue? It's Isa alayhi salam. And his headquarters will be in Jerusalem.
No.
For the Jews, virgin, they say that he will live for 1,000 years, which is too much for us. Our version says that he will live 7 years, or another narration 40 years maximum. So it could be 7 years or 40 years.
40 years on top, because he was already something like about 33
33,
when he left.
Yeah.
So we're talking about another 40 years on top of the 33, or we're talking
Or
about 7
plus.
years
That's
on
why
top of the 33.
that's why the confusion is coming.
Yes, okay.
So the hadith was telling that he will reign 40. So people misinterpreted. Is it 40 plus his age, or 7 years to make it 40? Yeah. However, I mean, the time of Isa alayhi salam, you will find no enmity on the earth, even between fierce animals. They will find the lion sitting with a lamb, with a wolf, all harmony. All people
Peace.
are just peace. So a time of full peace. So the caliphate is in Jerusalem, which means that the last hour is coming very soon, as the first hadith I started with. And he mentioned that the last hour will be closer than my hand to your head. So definitely the time after that will be moving very fast. And the Prophet ﷺ told us that one of the signs is taqarub al-zaman, that the sense of time is lost. You feel lots of things happening, many things are happening, and you cannot, lots of things you want to happen and you cannot achieve.
Yes.
Because there is no barakah in
Yes.
the time. Or lots of things happening and you don't feel the sense of the time. You feel the year perhaps as one day or 1 month. You feel the month is like one week. You feel the week is like 1 day. So you can see it in both ways. Either the barakah is not there, or you are involved in lots of things, you don't have the sense of the time. So the time is just running fast. And I think everybody
You feel like that
acknowledges
sometimes.
that at this time, yes. I mean, lots of things that you want to do it, you find, oh, finished, the day finished, the week
Yes.
is finished, and I haven't done what I was thinking of. The same for the Mahdi, I mean, we're talking about the Mahdi, that he will spread justice when the earth is governed by injustice. The same situation will continue with Isa alayhi salam. The peace perhaps will be even more during the time of Isa alayhi salam. This is a kind of miraculous way that even the animals will have the sense of peace.
No.
Even the animal that will eat his prey, he will not eat it because he feels that it's immoral to do it. So the Mahdi, during his time, he spread justice. Also, the welfare will be increasing during his time. However, just before the coming of Dajjal, a kind of change will happen. That the rain will stop, people will start suffering. A kind of lack of resources, famine, something like that. And that will pave the ground for Dajjal to come. So Dajjal will come. By the way, Dajjal will come before Isa.
Yes. Yes.
So Dajjal will come during the reign of Mahdi. After during the day after the death of Mahdi.
No. During the lifetime of Mahdi.
Because they come back
Yes.
during the time of Mahdi. However, the situation of people is a bit tough. The fitna that was given with Mahdi, with the Dajjal, is that he can deceive people. You don't have food, I have the food. You don't have rain, I have the rain. You don't have something, I do have it. First, he claimed that he is Jesus. Then he claimed that he is just a messenger.
Which is what we're talking about, Antichrist.
He is the Antichrist, yes.
Antichrist, yeah.
Then after that, he claimed that he is God himself. And to the extent that he can tell people that I can kill a person, I can give life to the person. And the person will come and he will ask him, show me your signs that you are God. You say, you want your father to come back from death? Yes, he will resurrect his father. So he was giving lots of things to make that fitna.
Great trial, yeah.
Exactly. This is the worst trial for people. The Prophet ﷺ warned us again that one, that is the worst trial. And he taught us, in fact, to read the verses from Surah Al-Kahf, from the beginning or from the last of it, 10 verses from the beginning, 10 verses from the last, could protect from the fitna of Dajjal. So that one would be a very bad situation for the people. Even during the time of Mahdi, although there was a lot of welfare happening, but preparing for the Dajjal appearance, that happened, that there is a lack of resources, lack of rain, lack of comfort for the people. And it was a situation,
Okay,
and it was easy to tempt people to follow Dajjal. And lots of people followed him. However, as we know, that the confrontation happened between Isa alayhi salam and Dajjal was finished.
كتاب فصلت آياته قرآنا عربيا لقوم يعلمون